The Eurozone economy has ended its recession. The economic improvement posted by Portugal, Ireland, Greece, and Spain are perceived to be indications the region is on its way to recovery. It's because of this recovery that Insular Life has decided to tap into the European market to help diversify the Philippine investors' portfolio. Now, here to tell us more about it is Insular Life's Vice President and Head of Business Development Unit, Alijeffty Gonzales. Good morning, sir. Thank you very much for joining us. Okay, this is the I-dollar earnings advantage, I-DEA, you call it. But tell us more about it.
Okay, it is a dollar product, 7-year maturity. It's principal protected. It gives investors the opportunity to take advantage or take a position in the European stock market.
Okay, when you say that it's what do you call that? Capital
It's capital protected.
Capital protected. Whatever you put in, at the end of 7 years, you get it back full.
That's correct.
But that within that 7 years, it is earning.
That's correct. Now, on the first 6 years, policyholders will get at least 1% paid out every year. At least 1%. And on the 7th year on maturity, first they get back their principal, that's 100%, plus a participation on the upside of the European market. That's about 50 to 60%.
Okay, first question, why have, well, of course you have other packages and offerings to consumers, but for this specific, for I-DEA, why focus on the dollars, on dollar?
Okay, what we actually had in mind when we developed this product was to create an alternative vehicle for dollar holders. No? Now, numbers that we saw shows that there's still a lot of money placed in dollar savings and dollar time.
And you gave me an amount of go off cam, and I was
BSP figure shows around $12 billion.
$12 billion
in FCDUs. No? And most of these are earning 1% or even lower. So we would want to give investors an alternative, where they can place their dollars, at least for the meantime.
And the dollars that the consumers will be putting in this product will be invested in the European market. Why the European market? Specifically those areas that we mentioned, pigs.
It's not just actually pigs, no?
It's not just pigs, okay, but we mentioned a while ago Portugal, Ireland, Greece, and Spain. That's why I mentioned
right. Now, what we will be investing, or what we call the reference asset, will be the stocks 50, no? This would be 50 of the biggest and most liquid companies based in Europe. So it is not just the big countries. No, we would have exposure in Germany, in England. So it's the Europe as a whole. So this would be a macro play on the whole European market, hoping that they really would recover in the years to come.
Now, give us some information on the European market. How is it doing now?
All right, the European market has done quite well in the past. Like if we go back to the pigs, Portugal has exited from its bailout package around May of last year. And then Ireland has gone out of the bailout by last December. Spain was upgraded. Greece, for the first time in so many years, has posted a current account surplus. So these are indications that we are seeing that Europe might really be on its way to recovery. So that's
And these recent developments, and these developments just came recently, as you mentioned, for the two countries. It just started last year. Even one at the tail end of last year.
That's correct.
So you're saying this is now a perfect time to be investing in the European market because these countries have just recovered and they're on their way to, some of them are on their way to recovery. So from recovery, it's going to go up.
That would be our expectation. Now, most of the analysts that we talk to are quite positive regarding the European market. Even some hedge fund managers that we encounter are very bullish, at least for the next 5 to 7 years.
For the European market. 5 to 7 years?
They have been at the doldrums for so many years already. And I think it's about time that Europe would now start leading the world towards economic recovery.
Okay, if someone's interested in availing of this product, there is a limited time period though. Why put a limit on it? It's from June 9 to July 2. Well, it started June 9, but it's going to end July 2. Why put a limited amount of time for people to invest in this?
Products like this are known as structured VULs, no? As structured VULs, there's normally what we call a book building process or a book building period. To be able to create that principal protected exposure to Europe, it has to be done by a certain date. So for this particular product, it's normally offered on a limited offer period to allow our counterparty banks to build it up. Right? So the offer would end, I think, July 2. So investors that would have some dollars laying around that they won't need for at least 7 years, we would like to invite them to take a look at this European fund.
Okay, there is a minimum for this.
Yeah, it's very affordable. Investors can start coming in with $10,000.
$10,000 they can come in and avail of this product. And you're saying at least 1%
for the first 6 years.
For the first 6 years.
1%, no?
And that's at least, again, it's at least 1%.
And if the analyst would be correct, no, in the 7th year, 50% participation on the upside would run anywhere between 10 to 29%.
Really?
Yeah. So you have 1% on the first 6 years. On the 7th year, you get the maturity value, which includes a portion of the upside.
Okay, if I had at least $10,000 and I hear of this product, I would like to know first about Insular Life, how historically how it has been doing with this kind of product and even your other products. So talk to us about the track record of Insular Life.
Insular Life has been in the business of providing protection to the Filipino family for more than 100 years already.
Of course, yeah.
We are the biggest and the largest Filipino insurance company. And this structured VUL is actually our 9th product already in the market. Yeah. We are known as an innovative company when it comes to the offering of, market responsive and first to market products like this.
Okay. Well, some people, I'm sure, are going to get convinced with that, especially you mentioning 10 to 29%. But of course, that's not a guarantee. There's at least just 1%. How do they go about availing of this product?
They can call our office. I think the contact numbers will be posted. So if I can just put this in a very straightforward manner, 10,000 plays with us, at least for the next 7 years, would give them a minimum of 106%. That's 1% for the first 6 years. And then they get 125% life insurance protection during all those time.
It comes with a life insurance.
There's life insurance protection. And on the 7th year, they get back 100% of their principal back, plus a participation on the upside of Europe.
Okay. Sounds good. Mr. Alijeffty Gonzales, the Vice President and Head of Business Development Unit of Insular Life. Thank you very much for coming over and explaining to us what I-DEA is.
Thank you,
sir.
Thank you.
Some culinary delights, perfect for dads. Taste Buds is up next here on Mornings at ANC.